Southern Arizona, the year's 1907. Cowboys and Indians are still skirmishing all across the land. Arizona had yet to become a state, and the Gadsden Hotel first opened its doors. The hotel was leveled by a fire, and then it was rebuilt in 1929.
There was one person claimed by that fire, and it was the death of the bellboy of the hotel. The original structure of the marble staircase fell into the basement, but they were able to reclaim that structure and use it for the new hotel.
Purists to this day still question the tale of Pancho Villa riding up the famous marble staircase, leaving a chip in step number 7.
Although Pancho Villa died in Mexico prior to the Great Fire at the Gadsden Hotel in 1927, he is rumored to haunt the Gadsden Hotel because it's one of its more favorite locations.
Now, there have been numerous claims of people catching EVPs of the mountain lion giving off a growl or snarl. Whether that's true is yet to be determined. What we can say, though, is that daughter-in-law and hotel manager Robin Brekhus will give you her firsthand experiences with the Gadsden ghost.
When I got to Douglas, Arizona from North Dakota, I don't know if you can tell if I have an accent or not, but I wasn't really a believer. I guess I wasn't really a non-believer. I just really didn't care one way or another about ghosts. And on Friday the 13th of March, I saw the ghost. I was going in here and, shine my light that way when I first felt somebody watching me. And there was nobody there. So I went in, got my box of candles, came out, shut the door, and had the feeling again. So I shined my light that way, and right in front of that, right in that hallway, I saw a man with a long coat, like a duster and a cowboy hat, and it was like he was watching me, like he was looking at me.
Was he standing right there?
He was standing right here looking at me, like waiting for me to acknowledge that I saw him. And then he just turned and moved. He moved on down this hallway. And this is the hallway that I told you the cats don't like. But yeah, the cats never liked this side. I don't know why. I believe that some of these entities, at first, like I said, I wasn't a believer, but who are we to think that we're the only things in the world or whatever? I guess a little narcissistic. But I believe that some of these ghosts, I think that they love the Gadsden, and I think they have some connection here. We've had such a huge history, cattlemen, miners, ranchers, like the man I saw, I call him Jonathan. I think he was a cattleman here, or he looked like a rancher, not necessarily a saddle bronc rider, but more like a business person rancher is what he seemed like to me. So I think they have quite a connection with the hotel.
With so much history in the Gadsden Hotel, with its 160 rooms, 5 stories, we had to call in acclaimed author Deb Branning for her historical take on the Gadsden Hotel.
My name is Debbie Branning, and I'm a paranormal investigator and journalist of the paranormal. My first book was Sleeping with Ghosts, and that is the Ghost Hunter's Guide to Arizona's Haunted Hotels and Bed and Breakfasts. It's been out for about 6-7 years now. A new book is just about ready to come out. It's called The Graveyard Shift, and it's about Arizona's historic and haunted cemeteries. The Gadsden Hotel is actually one of the first places we've ever did investigations at. So we've been coming here since about 1994. We've experienced everything from the top floor to the bottom. encountered poltergeists, apparitions, and various noises and smells and odors. Everything you could possibly want in a haunting is in this hotel.
Another claim in the Gadsden Hotel is that of the ghost boy of the mezzanine level. Guests and staff members alike have witnessed light anomalies, playful cold spots, and the sound of running footsteps.
He was a little Indian boy that died here in the hotel at some point around the time of the fire, and he was probably about 6 or 7, and I saw him until I was about 9 years old.
And a lot of people have witnessed his pranks. The owner's children played with him when they were younger. My own daughter has communicated with him.
I've had the experience of hearing a little boy running around here in the corner, and every time I turn around it stops.
It's just him playing pranks on people. We've seen his shadow. My daughter's actually seen his apparition walk past on the mezzanine. So, communicating with the ghost boy has probably been the most memorable, that what keeps us coming back.
At the Gadsden Hotel, we have a kind of a ghost register or a ghost check-in. And so I started having the guests in their own words write things down. And I've had a few guests email me some pictures.
We've had this book comments of people that have stayed here since 2001. If they've commented to me that they have a bad experience, I asked them if they can write their experience in the book. For example, one of our patrons had an experience in one of these rooms, and here's just one of many, dated April 20th, 2008. It states, "We stayed in room 333. It's supposed to be the specially haunted room. During the night, we heard what sounded like a horse walking, clop, clop, followed by a slamming door. Later, the TV went on, then off by itself."
People write, some insignificant things and many other things. I'd like to show you some of my rooms. Room 104, Laura, is where my rocking chair is. So that's what I rocked my children in and rocked when I was pregnant and everything else. And now apparently it rocks itself into the wall at some times. This is room 132, the governor's suite, we call it. In this, several things have happened in this room. A man came in, an EMT. He checked in, brought a bag up here, and came running back down. And he said, "There's somebody in the shower." There was no people in here, just a wet bathtub, and nobody in the room. 333, in mid-March, Doug grabbed me, and he's like, and I thought my husband was going to punch him. He's got a hold of my shirt, and he's saying, "Robin, why didn't you tell me you have ghosts? The bartender said you knew, and everybody said, you knew, and I need another room." And I said, "Well, I don't have another room, Doug, And I said, "Calm down and tell me what happened." In the middle of the night, but his lights went on and off, and then on. And he sat up in bed to wonder why his lights were on, and maybe to get up and shut them off. And his golf clubs flew across the room. I think his golf clubs were in that corner the way he explained it, and they just kind of scattered this way, and he just laid there and didn't want to, well, he didn't lay there anymore. He sat up in bed and just was there. So this is the basement entrance. So we'll go down here and see if we can see anything. This is our shop, and in one of the videos you'll see, it was for a TV. This was a news program, Underground Arizona, and we were in here, and this is part of the oldest part of the basement. We were back here, which is part of the old part of the basement, and we were talking about, I don't know what, but we were standing right here, me and the reporter talking like you and me, and all of a sudden there was, excuse me. Yeah, I just talked too much. All of a sudden there was a sound like you know how a piece of sheet metal goes doing, or however? There was a sound like that, like right here, and it was really a loud, weird sound, and you'll hear it on the video. And there was nothing there. I mean, there's lots of stuff here, but there was nothing there to go doing. This is, let me turn on another light. This is where they said the vortex was, where kind of ghosts can kind of come and go. It feels a little cool, doesn't it? Yeah. Like right here. It's kind of weird. We're right by the boilers. It shouldn't be cool. I mean, it's a basement, right? But you feel a little, right here, I feel it too. It is, it's weird. There's a window. Come over here. A lot of stuff, huh? You see why we don't do a lot of tours or things down here. It's full of junk. Somebody get hurt. I had this guy that worked for me. He was from North Dakota, where we're from, and he worked summers on my father-in-law's farm. So he said, wintertime, if I could come down there and work, he's pretty handy with maintenance and things, so we're busier in the wintertime. So it worked out great, so he'd come and he'd, live here and work here. He did this for probably 4 years, maybe. He'd come every winter and work, and he'd work the night shift. He came down here and he heard someone whistle. And he got down off the stair here and went around and looked, and there was nobody there. And he came back here, and he said when he saw his reflection, he saw another reflection. And it was staring at him. It's like that was who whistled. And he left the next morning. He moved, he never came back.
We're still on the 4th floor. Anchor 3.5.
There's an old junction box on the wall. Anything? Oh. Is that what it is?
It's the riser too.
Let's cook some chicken.
Shit. That is radiating from right there. 3.5, and it's coming probably to the middle of the hallway here.
Four, 5, 17. 22.6.
Junction box over here.
I don't know, something hot. 14, 17, 16.
Maybe right here where this junction box looks. Look at
Yeah, that's why I said way up here. And then over here too.
that. Yeah, these things.
It's me speaking. Because I change hands.
Did it say 32? It just said 32.
Oh yeah, I hit 32 and you go out.
25 right there. 29.
Um,
29.0. Must be some bad water.
really bad.
This field doesn't go as far as the
if you go from here, and then you'll start going up. It's pretty low right there.
Yes.
But you come out right in here. And then go back. We put in a camera. It's looking right at the chair. We mark the chair. We have some equipment. I have a digital voice recorder and my mail meter. I'm hearing music.
I am too. Must be from a bar or something.
There was a sound of a fan going all the time too. Naza, we know you like to play on the Nesby and you come in the rooms and knock people's things over. Are you the one who moves the rocking chair? We'd like you to sit in the rocking chair and make it move, make it rock. If you let me, I'll take a picture of you sitting in the chair.
Camera. If there is somebody in the room, are you male or are you female? Truck. Music. How old are you?
What year is it?
Do you work on a ranch here? By the rocker? There are lights. Feel free to go by them.
Is this your favorite room?
There is a high-pitched whine, and it's not Jim, but it's a sound.
Yeah, if I had one, you'll know. Is there anybody here with us in room 333 this evening?
Here you like to touch people. You want to touch me?
Cindy moving.
There's a lot of outside noise.
Also heard from local kids that there's supposed to be some sort of demon tiger eyes show up in his room.
Ooh, I saw something cool right behind me.
Are you behind Cindy?
77.8. But I don't know what it was before.
79.
You see this? Come over and touch. It has lights. 78.5 now. Watch. Oh, this doesn't have an antenna, does it? That one does. That one will do some really cool lights. $78.7 over here now. All you have to do is go real close to it.
I think Jim wants to take you on.
I will take you on. I will punch you straight in the neck.
Who hits in the neck?
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I know.
Such an idiot.
Oh my goodness.
Cameras first.
Watch your step. Go ahead, I'll be right behind you.
It is now 1:46. Is this Hector?
Elsa?
Laura.
Basement. Get this to works out.
Elsa's gonna be.
That's where we're going now. So,
You want me to go?
get the tripod set up right over here. You want to switch something off? And that huge flashlight. You got me? We're gonna put the audio recorder down on the floor where Robin saw the apparition. So if we pick up anything even slight, this is gonna get it. Let me set up that tripod to hold this.
I don't feel anything down here right now.
Set it right on the chair.
Ton of wiring over our heads. Yeah.
Is there anyone down here with us?
Ton of wiring over our heads. Yeah.
Is there anyone down here with us? I guess you don't like that deal. How about I just take your cattle?
Absolutely.
The wires over your hand. Three. It jumped to 1.6 just now.
Pretty.
Are you getting read off that wire?
That could definitely contribute to the creepy feeling down here with all this wiring and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Boiler.
I think you know Robin and her dog Luna. Are they friends of yours?
Jump the hallway.
The other side here. Okay.
Yeah.
Drives me crazy.
But I don't sense anything while I'm feeling.
So you might get an opportunity to talk to Robin. Her story is she came down here to get candles because the power went out.
Right, I read it in that.
She went into this room right here.
Uh-huh.
She went into this room right here.
Never locking.
She went into this room right here.
Never locking.
She went into this room right here.
Never locking.
Naked girls.
Yeah. And when she came out, she felt something behind her and there was a guy standing out there. She felt something behind her and there was a guy standing out there. She felt something behind her and there was a guy standing out there. She felt something behind her and there was a guy standing out there. And she looked at him and he basically
Yeah.
gave her a look and then walked to the left there.
Probably heard her run as you ran in there.
So she said he had a duster on and he looked like a cattle rancher, you know. And her name for him was John.
No, I expected to feel a lot more creeped out down here, and I don't feel anything.
It's funny.
Yeah.
Hey Laura, Let's walk around.
That's me. We're picking up audio. We're picking up audio. Rolling.
Use your light. And then come to the end of the hallway and hang a right.
Okay.
That's me.